floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill. Of things unknown belong for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the cage bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and a trade wind soft to the sighing trees, and a fat worm's waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a cage bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shadow shouts on the nightmare scream, his wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill. Of things unknown belong for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the cage bird sings of freedom.
Oh, freedom. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. In the face of injustice, I'm gonna let it shine.
and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going out into the dark, but there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on them steps because you find it's kind of hard. Don't you fall now. For Oz is still going, honey. Oz is still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
Ain't gonna let nobody
turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land.
Ain't gonna let no injunction turn me round.
No.
Turn me round.
No.
Turn me round.
No.
Let no injunction turn me round.
I'm gonna
keep on walking.
Yes.
Keep on talking.
Yes, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land.
Romans 12:14 says, "Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice, and weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Never be wise in your own sight. Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peacefully with all. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, for it is written, 'Vengeance is mine, and I will repay,' says the Lord. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by doing so you heap burning coal on the forehead. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good."